Reconvene. So what I want us to do here is 23. Okay, so I think we can do this. I would like each group, whoever wants to stand up and do a quick rundown, talking about their world that each group created, because you guys each created a world here, a world of experiences in Johnson City in 10 years, 15 years. Try to give a description. You don't have to go through every detail, but you want to take people, you're going to try to tell us a story. So be a storyteller for a bit if you could. You guys are good at telling stories. That's what I sense here. And if you can, as you tell your story, and then walk us through what it was that out of that story your core values were. And if we can do this, we've got 10 groups. So if everyone could take 2 minutes max so we can hear the story, then we'll get to a place. Now, I want you to be listening for a couple things. One is stuff that's jarring, stuff that is, oh, our group, essentially, wow, those are, yeah, 5 of those values were also in our core value, in our group. I want to, if you are, have taken some time to look at some of these core values and you're inspired by, as you hear presentations, I want you to feel free to come up and take a pen. You can, anybody can do this, but just not everybody at the same time. As we're talking, and as a core value keeps coming up again and again, it's pretty consistent. Just come up and write it up here, okay? Anybody can do it. If nobody does it, I'll start to do it, but that's what I want people to feel free to do, okay? And then if you're someone who feels like that core value, you don't agree that it's a core value, you can come up and cross it off, right? But if somebody else feels like it's a core value, come back up and write it up. We'll have a discussion about it. I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. Okay, let's do it. So how about these guys right in the middle? How about these right in the middle, with all the Post-it notes? Who can do that one? Okay, Bart?
You just want me to tell the story of what?
Tell a story. Tell us a story. Tell us who you are.
Okay.
You're a middle-aged couple with no kids?
Yes, so a middle-aged couple with no kids named Jack and Laura. They have a golden retriever named Sammy. They live over on Walnut Street, over here. In the morning, they get up, they walk the dog across the street to the park. There's a dog park over there. There's some exercise. They get that out, they come back. They go for they have breakfast together because they love each other. They've always loved each other. Then after breakfast, they walk downtown and go to the spa and the gym because it's Saturday. They like to do that. You know, Jack's pretty buff. Yeah, not so much. Afterwards, they go to the museum, which they actually walk back. They either walk out of the train station and get the trolley that runs between ETSU and there and stop off at the museum for the train station. Afterwards, they come back downtown, luckily using the trolley. They haven't gotten in the car stays in the driveway the whole day. They come back down to the cafes. There's you can drink downtown in 15 years. And it's really nice atmosphere. There's people riding bikes around, skateboards, doing stuff like that. It's really friendly to families because there's playgrounds and there's just different activities. So it becomes a real community setting for everyone. Next, after that, they go to a baseball game down at ETSU, the new baseball stadium. Check out a doubleheader. Start drinking a little bit then. They stay for a while. They got to go home. They're a little drunk when they're at the grocery store, which is right by their house now. Pick up some liquor, go back to the house. Drop off the groceries, walk the dog again because the dog had to go back out. After that, they're free. Dog's good. They come downtown for dinner. Back at the cafes. They love the cafes. Then they go shopping in all the little boutiques that have sprung up through the business incubator from ETSU and various different all the attraction that this new wonderful downtown has brought. All the business has brought to the area. And then after shopping, a couple more cocktails, and then they go to the movies at the movie theater down here. And after dinner, they go out. They go to see the live music. There's new rooftop, bars and entertainment, green spaces with trees on the roof and stuff like that. And there's music outside on these rooftops. It's wonderful. There's also a walkway that actually goes over the rooftops to connect different areas. And by about 12:30, they're really drunk. And they are no longer married without kids.
Wait. Oh, awesome. That was awesome. I made gratitude for the detail. Thank you for all those details, because those were important. Did you write a lot of those details down? Do you have them somewhere? Okay, that's okay. I love that. Tell us about what the values are that underlie.
Well, when you're in this much love, that's a big value. But really, we're looking for sustainability in the community, healthy lifestyles, that promote just taking care of. We didn't walk at all. Diverse opportunities for just different things to do, like in the compact area, having entertainment, just the quality of life, the civic pride, the sense of community, all the things that come with investing in your downtown, obviously, and just diverse demographics, allowing everyone in the community to participate. Thank you for your time.
Yay. Right on. How about over here with the Aries group, with safety at the top?
Our group is a young family with kids, and we actually talked a lot. We drew very little. We talked a lot more than this came pretty quickly, but part of what we thought were the important areas for family with kids is living in a safe environment. And one of the things that kind of is important for that is the ability to walk with children through an environment from the beginning to the end. So what we wanted were things that had the ability to, whether it's walking or a bike trail, that might join different areas of the downtown, but also go beyond the limitations of the downtown. So we had a bike and walking trail and a green area that would take those activities and be a more safe environment. But also things like intersections where it was going to be important for us to be able to traverse the downtown area in a safe manner. As a young family with kids, important aspects of our life would be having multi-uses in the downtown area so that you could go, there would be restaurants, cultural activities. So we have a performing arts center and a museum and a library, and those interact with the fountains and the restaurants and the movie theaters, so that there are a lot of different things that we can do maybe in one day, and then maybe the next weekend we can experience something completely different, but being in the same location. A couple of the things that we wanted to change in the downtown area would be to make it more active and vibrant, and to bring back storefronts and have them, not as many storefronts be closed. So as you can see, all of our downtown is active. There's no dead spots in our downtown. But also incorporating the outdoors into our activities, as I mentioned, fountains and having outdoor dining, being able to walk outdoors between all of the areas. And then also spaces where our kids can enjoy themselves and enjoy the fact that they're kids. So having areas where they can run, jump, climb, and do what kids do. So, things like having a large grass lawn area that we could go to Easter egg hunts and things like that. And having that integrated in with all of these other things. So, that's kind of our experience in downtown.
Awesome. I would just ask the team, and I forgot to ask the other team here, is there anything anybody else here would want to add?
Drinking with other children.
Where are the AA meetings? Back to that.
These
age group?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is 20s and 30s, young professional, unmarried. We envision living in the same, this person works out of his home, it's a service industry kind of online or something like that. He's got a rooftop garden. There's a bakery, coffee shop downstairs. We talked a lot about having vertical zoning where the streetscape is basically for the retail experience and bringing people in. Lots of green space, retail restaurants, entertainment venues. Then you've got services above that, doctor's offices and lawyers, things that aren't necessarily going to bring people downtown for the experience of it. The big thing was being able to leave your car and walk around like everyone else has been saying, but also parking garages that don't look like parking garages, so that you've got different layers of things. You have to have groceries downtown, cigar and wine bar. And we've got a theater as well, jazz club, city hall, a little bit of everything. Our guiding values are move people, not cars. Build a sense of strong community, engagement, connected to nature, building green, diversity, keep it local, respect for the historical and ambient traditions that are already here existing, and not just to do whatever. And again, the street level experience. Is there anything I'm missing?
Lots of records. Another thing we said was to expand the concept of what we're talking about from the religion street to ETSU and from Milton Parkway along South Road all the way to North Road and Jonathan Highway. So it's a broad concept, not just the core area.
But we'd also talked about trolley cars, some kind of nice public transportation, so that you could get to leave your car somewhere.
So there's a larger contiguous.
Yeah, it's what downtown used to be. Johnson says the outlying residential areas within walking distance of downtown. We didn't get it drawn to 30.
The other. Wait till we're saving our vision. Thank you all. That's fantastic. Really. So how about the next one down with the March Kid speaking of drinking?
We started out. So we're a middle-aged couple with no kids, 40s or 50s. So we have to have a dog, right? Yeah. Yes. So we start out early in the morning. We started our day at about 5:30 when the dog gets us up. So we have to have a dog park and walk the dog. But it's nice that there's a playground nearby, so we can kind of see that. It's probably not real busy at 5:30 in the morning, but diversity in multi-generational diversity is a big part of our day. So we end up for 7:30 breakfast, reading the paper, a nice little boutique coffee shop, the New York Times if we want to read it, electronic book, we can read it that way, but it's outdoors, we've got a dog, it's spring. So the flowers are blooming, we're seeing our friends that live in town, so we're having this nice social experience downtown. We see the diversity again in people that are around us. So we're going to make our way because there's an event at the farmer's market. And one thing that we really like about this space is that there's different experiences. It's always changing. So there's different activities and events and programs. So today we're doing a tulip training session at the farmer's market. And there's some rooftop terrace seminars too that we might pick up on. But on our way there, because we're walking there, we see a lot of, from people sitting on park benches and having leisure time to a group of people playing bocce ball. There's some runners there, there's bikers, there's people playing chess. So we're having an experience of seeing multi-generational. We're having an experience of socioeconomic levels and a downtown that embraces that diversity. So it's not just generic. So from the farmer's market, we end up and we do our little shopping not gender oriented at all. So we all come up with teenies at 6. And then at 7:30 we end up for dinner. We see the valet parking. Convenience was a big part of what we wanted in our downtown. Pedestrian friendly, but also we have to think about the auto-centric piece of it too. So how do those two blend in a nice, convenient way? Then we end up at the theater at 9, and there's some Z's here somewhere. So our values, I've touched on some of them. Multi-generational interaction, convenience and parking, shopping choices, accessibility, incorporating nature into our activities, reflective space is very important to us. Diversity of events, programs, activities, people, pedestrian and pet friendly, safety and security we talked about a lot. So pedestrian safety as well as security, feeling you're in a safe place. Knowledge-driven opportunities. We really would like this to be a downtown where there are museums and there are programs and there are events and there are map stores, there are boutique opportunities, the archaeology museum, the bluegrass museum, the places, the railroad culture, for us to expose our children to and our grandparents to, or our parents at this age. Social interaction, give back to the community, and socioeconomic diversity. And again, whether it's a benefit at the gala or a nonprofit group, how can we make that part of our downtown experience? So that's it.
Anything missing? No, that's great. All right, that's fantastic. I'm just going to ask you guys to keep being as brief as you can. The guy at the end table, you're right there. Anybody who wants to step up and do it, you can keep it to 2. Good.
Okay, well, we're a retired couple, 65 plus, and we're going to show you what it's like to have a fun day in Johnson City without drinking. And we actually did a storyboard, and we told why we would want to live downtown. So we're not driving here, we are already here, we're living here. And we get up, we want to walk to a corner cafe for breakfast, and we want to walk on safe, pleasant sidewalks. Next, we want to go to the farmer's market, which is a year-round gathering space. It's covered and it's comfortable for us. After that, we walk to the library where we're going to meet our grandchildren, and this is going to be part of the hands-on museum. And then after we drag our kids away, kicking and screaming from the hands-on museum, we go for a walk to a family-friendly park, and we go for a picnic. And we can't decide what we're going to eat because there's so many choices in the park to be able to decide from. And so Grandpa nodded off, even though there was blaring music coming from the computer. And grandkids played in the splash pad. And Grandma joined the kids, they rollerbladed. And we all went down the Greenway to the ATM and got money for Band-Aids after Grandma let it go. We stopped by the dress shop, but it was so crowded that Grandpa had to take the grandson to the game store. So what we're trying to tell you there is that it was so vibrant and there's a lot of activity going on. We met our kids, which are 30-something, at the bike rental shop where they just returned from the bike trail. And as we walked to meet them, we looked at the historic brick streets and we told the grandkids about how there used to be trolleys in the streets. And our grandkids were busy with their little hologram machine showing what the buildings looked like in the old days and what they look like now. And after the grandkids were gone, we met our friends at a gourmet restaurant downtown, and we were so exhausted that we took a free trolley back to our condo. Which yes, we went to the theater. And then what we did as our values is we are celebrating our heritage and culture. We are reconnecting with the outdoors. We're encouraging cross-generational interactions. It's affordable. It's the family. inviting and safe. There are vibrant activities going on, and everyone is welcome, businesses, individuals, tourists, everyone.
Nice. Pause for a second. Is anybody feeling inspired in terms of seeing some things that are common to the criteria? I mean, I've written a few down. Instead of getting up and want to holler at me, is there anything they're hearing that we could capture? I mean, they're actually a lot, a lot. We're essentially designing a very, yeah.
I'm pretty impressed with number 2 and incorporating some play space too for children and things like that. Oh, their plan was pretty neat.
And remember, we're not, you know, these plans are ultimately going to come to, they are going to make one plan. This is like the mega hit story. Where are we? We're done there? How about right here? Guys.
Our group was the 20s, 30s singles, and among our basic values was we have not accepted the values of our parents and grandparents, that is, placing a high priority on sex, drugs, and rock and roll. We're more interested in just sex.
He hasn't gotten how far we went.
And fine music and health and fitness. Among our values are social opportunities, an atmosphere supportive of entrepreneurship, need to be seen, need to be heard, environmental consciousness, proximity of services and activities, pedestrian-friendly cultural opportunities, cultural diversity, downplaying the impact of vehicle technology innovation, safety, open space, livability, as I said, health and fitness. And we went through our day, and if you could see up close, I'm just going to give you the highlights. The main focus in our town is the water feature, the lake. Many of us have, and the Greenway Trail, and all of the kinds of activities that have been mentioned, including theaters and apartment living and retail and shopping and food and coffee shops. And the Saturday morning begins among the 20s and 30s, much as it does when the seniors get up, have a cup of coffee, go down to the street and see others. High values placed on the multi-generational center, and our group on Saturday, many of them volunteer to go down there and, there goes a button, volunteer to go down there and do aerobics classes and so on and so forth. And I guess one of the features of downtown, since we're young and we're interested in, we call it hooking up. This is not a hooker station. However, there is a Hooters. And next to that is a place that we have called the Purdue Tiger Woods Sex Addiction Center. Any of the team on edge?
Wow. I want to point out, I'm seeing here, you guys, you have a lot of condominium spaces downtown, a lot of residential. So they're living and working and breathing and running downtown.
We have shared garden space so people can actually grow food and...
Yeah, yeah. Okay, excellent. How about right here, this group? Sarah, Grace, Joan. Ken.
All right, we went through and we planned a day for a young family with children. And so we started off by saying, hey, early in the morning, we'd get up, we'd just run our trail. So we got this trail that pretty much goes through from the tree streets we have a little stream here that we come down along, and I'll have a little later in the day, kids get a little ahead of us and get running into the stream, picking up salamanders, whatever. But along the way, we thought it would be kind of nice to have a railroad-themed breakfast area that maybe we could stop off for breakfast. We have an amphitheater area, Pinsola Amphitheater. We have a planetarium and museum. So basically what we were attempting to do was to integrate our activities with nature, have many diverse free activities, as many free ones as we could, easily maintained so the thing doesn't all fall apart someday. And we wanted to appeal to a broad demographic. And some of the things we're thinking of, a little sculpture garden, play area, lunch, which would be with possibility of food vendors, some fun things for kids, some stepping stones, a water feature that they could play through, maybe some later in the day, we have beer garden here. For the rest of us, we have merry-go-round, sand pit, life-size checkerboard, and this represents what I would have in a park-like setting. What did I miss? Oh, here we have a meditation space, possibly butterflies, birds, things of this nature. Did I miss anything? We made our day. We start out early in the day, by lunchtime, late in the afternoon, and we finally get ourselves back again.
Fantastic. Awesome. Okay, thank you. Next.
All right, we're going to have to move quickly.
Okay, good.
All right, it's Saturday morning,
Indeed.
spring day. Are you going to say something?
I said indeed.
Oh, okay, indeed. Quick. Saturday morning, spring day, it's warm. This is the Johnson family. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
We got a mother, father, 2 kids. We start out by driving down and parking in the nice parking garage with easy access to downtown. We meet the grandparents who stayed the night before at the John Sevier Hotel and Spa. They come over to the Blue Plum Diner to have breakfast with us. It's an Airstream trailer. We have Blue Plum pancakes for breakfast. We got very specific with the dreams and goals of this table here. Then we move on. We cross the river over a nice bridge and we go to the library for story hour. Right next door we go to the Hands-On Museum, which is actually now a Guggenheim-style inspired hand. And then we go next door to the Train Depot Museum, where we have trains from the Clinchfield, the UTNWNC, the Tweetsie, etc., and trains actually out on the tracks that we can get to play with. Then we, and the grandparents are still with us, they're hanging on. So we cross the river again and go back over here for lunch, and there's a very nice lake area where we have paddle boats that we can actually get in and paddle around on the water. They're shaped like a swan here, but they can be any sort of shape. There's a small little amphitheater right on the river that has live music playing. There's a hot dog cart, a halal cart, a taco cart. We got our food that we can get from here. Right behind there, there's some local restaurants that we can patronize and get food from for lunch as well. We continue to walk around the park. There's a sculpture walk where we can walk through some sculptures, little park area, etc. We continue to say, hey, guess what? It's after lunch. The kids are a little sleepy. We're going to let them go back and play in the pool at the John Sevier Hotel and Spa and pool area. And the grandparents are going to take care of them. So we get to run and do some shopping. It's very exciting at our table. We had everything from a little market pharmacy to Tiffany's, Nordstrom's, also included lots of local and regional shopping.
So you're not just getting shuffled from one place to other. Also 360 degrees, you were able to have things all the way around you. Pedestrian friendly, flow. We talked a lot about how things moved in and out of each other, back and forth. We crossed the river 4 times throughout the day. Affordable, there was free mixed in with pay. Green space, flowers. Self-sufficient and sustainability, we didn't talk about it with this family, but we talked about having, again, our use of the multi-tiered zoning where we have people living above. And then we also talked about having some of the pharmacy and markets, et cetera, where basically everything that you would need to live your life would be in a several block radius. So, these are the Johnsons, and they had a wonderful day in downtown Johnson.
Wow, okay, we got 2 more to go. Is that it? That's it.
All right, our group, retired couples 65 and older, we have something that all of you want. We have money! And no, this is not our private plane, but what we are doing is we are flying to a very convenient Tri-Cities airport. We're coming to visit, actually, our kids who are in the medical field here in Johnson City. But we're not staying with them because their house is small, and we want to have a great weekend and do everything that we've read about in our town, which is like Baltimore. We've read in marketing magazines about all the great stuff to do here. So we drive in, we stay at the John Sevier Hotel, which has been newly restored and it's world class. We're looking for first class service and spa amenities. We wake up the first morning, and we're retirees that are focused on the active lifestyle. So we got on our workout clothes, we walk out the front door of the hotel, down the street, we're at a trailhead for a greenway, we rent our bikes that we keep for the day, and we ride for about 2 hours on a wonderfully designed greenway